Another day and another incident of stabbing in the UK, and this time in the capital city of London. That too, heart of London. This is Leicester Square. If you don't know, Leicester Square is home to iconic theatres where big Hollywood artists appear for the premiere of their movies. It's also very close to Covent Garden and Trafalgar Square. Now, coming back to the stabbing, this stabbing incident happened just moments ago. The Met Police has taken the 32-year-old man into custody, but that's not the story. The story is of sheer courage displayed by an immigrant named Abdullah, who risked his life to save the 11-year-old girl and her mother. Abdullah, according to the police, works for TWGT as a security guard. He said he couldn't care about his own safety, as his prime concern was to protect the girl and her mother from a man who was attacking them with a knife.
I heard a scream, and the moment I saw it, there was one person, roughly around maybe like mid-30s or early 30s, and he was like stabbing a kid. Yeah, so I saw that he was stabbing a kid. I jumped on him, hold the hand in which he wasn't having a knife, and I just put him down on the floor and just hold him and kick the knife away from him. And then a couple of more people joined as well, and we just hold him until the police came. It took like maybe 3 to 4 minutes. Police arrived, and they just took him into the custody. And the child, just like all my colleagues, they gave him first aid, and in the middle, police came as well, and they just gave the first aid. I just saw a kid who was getting stabbed, and I just like tried to save her.
You just ran out of the shop and tried to save the child?
Yeah, I don't know there were how many family members are there, mom. I just saw a kid being attacked, and I just had my duty to just save them.
Whilst we do not know the ethnicity of the attacker, we do know the racial background of this 29-year-old Abdullah. He is a Muslim, as you can make out from his name, and a first-generation immigrant to this country, as you can make out from his accent. But how come an immigrant Muslim saved the lives of two English folk? By risking his own life? Didn't racist thugs like Tommy Robinson and Katie Hopkins and the Reform Party MP Nigel Farage and people of their ilk tell us that Muslims were bad? Immigrants must not be welcomed in this country since they posed threats to the United Kingdom? How dare a 29-year-old Muslim immigrant save the lives of an English girl and her English mother? Didn't these thugs also set the country on fire for several days, not too long ago, using these very arguments? Thank God the majority of white folk in this country refused to buy into the thuggery of these racists. It was such a soothing sight, and I wrote about it also on Twitter, to see white people taking to the streets to counter the thuggery and terrorism of these racists. Because people like Robinson and people from his ilk were determined to project the white population as racist, which is so far from the truth. This latest episode should provide more comfort to people opposed to the racism of Robinson and Farage. Racist thug Robinson, I'm told, is not even British and holds an Irish passport and spends most of his time living abroad. All thanks to millions of pounds provided to him by his Israeli Zionist masters to spread hate in British society. A peaceful and harmonious Britain simply doesn't suit the agenda of Israeli lobbyists. Sooner we know that, the better it is for the country. British people must remain vigilant and reject the agenda-driven utterances of people like Farage, Douglas Murray, Robinson, and other hate mongers. By the way, Abdullah in Arabic means servant of Allah. What can be a better message for a servant of Allah than saving the lives of innocent people? This reminds me of a famous verse from Quran, the holy book of Muslims. The verse 32 of chapter 5 of Holy Quran says, "That is why we ordained for the children of Israel that whoever takes a life, unless as a punishment for murder or mischief in the land, it will be as if they have killed all of humanity. And whoever saves a life, it will be as if they have saved all of humanity." Hope we all understand the importance of saving the lives of innocents. The world would be such a beautiful place to live in. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so, because that's one of the many ways you can support independent journalism. God bless you all.